can see here, Kristen just got a ton of twist in the main. Okay, just slowly coming in there. Took a long time after the gate for these guys to get the trim correct. You still see how deep the sail looks though. Relative to the sails we were looking at the last race, in similar breeze. Just still very full. The jib has a similar look, just really round on the foot, with but nicely trimmed. So here's Drew and Ramsey just after the start of race 6. See just a much flatter shape on both sails, main and jib. Nice amount of twist. A really nice looking setup, I think. I seem to be moving well. Just move to the right behind Christian again. As you can see here, these guys are just full. And because their sails are so full, they just can't sheet as hard as Drew is. Just very deep, and now probably a little bit too shut down. Big ease on the main before the tack, which is a mistake. I want to keep that main absolutely tight through the tack. Here's Macy and Parry just after the start of race 6. Fairly tight on the jib trim, a little tighter than we saw Drew and Ramsey. Main setup looks nice. Just a tiny bit of twist at the top, not overly full. Nice looking setup. There's the fleet all bunched up at the top mark of race 6. Big right shift on this beat. Tyler and Jeff here in the left-hand side of the picture, coming back from the left corner. I said left shift or right shift. Breeze went hard right with pressure on this beat. You can see Brandon, that's Brandon. Chris leading around the top into a jibe set. Here are Macy and Parry leading race 6 at the second windward mark. Past Brandon and Chris on this beat. He's going to go for the jibe set. Breeze is really vacuuming off. Parry doing the sit down job, which I like a lot. Just keep the boat stable. Looks like they're exiting this mark a little bit deep. Well, maybe not. Olaf and Katrine understood this mark. Doing their 4th tack in about a minute. The leyline call is going to cost them these 2 boats. Jesse and Chris. Going for the barroway set. Olaf and Katrine did a better job exiting that mark at a fast angle. Didn't really have to turn once the kite got full. The pole looks a little bit high for this super light air. Just drop it a little bit and help that kite to fill. It's like that John looks like. Pulls back really far for this light air on the set. Should be right on the headstay for the super light air. Yep, there you go. Again, here's another look at Tyler. So let's go neutral here. At Tyler and Jeff's form in this light air. See how far forward Tyler is. Just sailing the hot angle. You can see John here is trying to sag a little bit and just came to an absolute stop. Tyler's going to go zooming by them. You really can only sail the angle that the kite will stay full. Any lower than that and you just park. As evidence here, Tyler's going to have to jibe to get out of this spot. You can see John's headed up and is now going again. Just seems like every time you try to head down, you just lose the pressure in the kite and park it. See how long it takes to get going once you collapse the kite and lose your apparent wind. Jeff could try the pull lower here. Further forward probably. There it comes full finally. You can actually see here what these guys are doing. Jeff and Tyler is Jeff's driving from the windward side, flying the kite, and that lets Tyler get all the way forward. Looks like he's bailing a little bit there. Let's go straight at the finished boat, Alexa. I think when it's this light, that's a good mode to try out. Lets the skipper get further forward, and you know, the person trimming the kite, you know, has a good feel for driving and where you can aim. But the big advantage, I think, is it lets the helmsman get further forward. So you can see here, John and Gareth parked it up again, and Brandon and Chris tried to sail under him. That's not going to work out very well for either boat. Now they're both stopped. But you can just see John just keeps trying to head down. He's aiming like 20 degrees lower than Tyler was sailing across the same stretch. You just really got to sail high enough that you have pressure in the kite. You can see Brandon. Tyler was in that same situation and jibed away. You just can't ever pass to leeward. I mean, Brandon was going probably 3 or 4 knots and now it's just stopped. Both just completely parked.